My story, we would go to church whenever the doors were open. I was raised going to church every Sunday and Wednesday, and we were very active in our church. When I was 12, I gave my life to God and I was baptized. And I've always struggled with worry and anxiety. And I remember when I was 4 or 5, I was scared to go to sleep because I was scared I wasn't going to wake up, or that my mom and dad weren't going to be there when I woke up. So I remember laying in bed and I could hear the TV and MASH would come on. And I thought, oh no, it's 10:30 and I'm still not asleep and I'm going to not be able to function tomorrow because I haven't gone to sleep. And so I'd lay there worry about that. When I was 22, I met my first husband. I thought he was my first true love. And I thought that if I didn't go forward and marry him, then I would never find anybody else. So I married him. Within a couple months, we were pregnant. And within 6 months of my marriage, he said that he wanted to date other people. Come to find out, he already was. Being 6 or 7 months pregnant, 8 months pregnant, I didn't know what to do. So I left and I came back home. Long story short, we worked it out and I forgave him. We were rocking along there for a while, and then I found out he was addicted to porn. I mean, it was an everyday thing, and he always made it feel like it was my fault and that I wasn't good enough, and that he had to do that because I wasn't giving him what he needed. And I believed him. But I stayed because in my family you don't get a divorce. I mean, divorce wasn't an option, and so I thought this was my life. This was the life God gave me, and this is just how it was. In 2013, I found out that he was cheating on me again, and so I decided that was enough. I'm not gonna let my girls live in this kind of environment where porn and cheating and just being put down and taught to like everything was your fault. They didn't need that in their lives. Now I'm a single mom, Christian mom, divorced mom that had stayed home for 11 years in her marriage that now has to find a job. It is very hard without a degree. So I made the decision to go back to school and moved in with my parents. That was very embarrassing for Allie, but it was what was best for us. About a year later, year into school, I met Jace. I knew God had sent him to me. From the very moment I met him, I just felt that calm. And as a person that with severe anxiety, that was very different for me. So 6 months later, we are married, and everything is good. And then after about 2 years, after one of our ball games, I see something on his phone that shouldn't be there. So I immediately get up from the table and go to the pickup. My first thought is, why does God keep allowing me to be hurt? You know, I haven't done anything to deserve the pain. I've tried my hardest for my first marriage, and I've tried my hardest for this marriage. And why am I not good enough? And why does everybody have to find somebody else or look to somebody else? And I didn't understand. So I built up these walls, and I was mad at God, and I was mad at Jace. I was having nightmares, and I was having panic attacks, and I wasn't sleeping, and it was just consuming me. I didn't want to step away from God. I was mad at him, but I knew that he would make good out of what was going on. So I think I did over 100 devotionals on my phone, and I would move along, and I would be good, and then something would happen, and I'd jump back behind my wall. I've learned that I have to give God control. I have to let go and let God have everything. And since then, we have come to church. We have gotten so involved with church. And Jason and I, our relationship is better than it's ever been, and we are closer than we've ever been. But that's because of God, and that's because God worked out what the devil did for good. I have to remind myself every day that God's got it, and I don't have to. And I wear this necklace. It says, "Find joy in the journey." I don't take it off because I have to remember that there's joy in every situation. God has me, and He always will. I'm Debra Moore, and that's my story.